I grew up surfing in Santa Barbara, and that's where my love of the sport came from. And when I was at university down in Los Angeles, I took a documentary filmmaking course, but my major was actually international relations. So I had an interest in film, a passion for surfing, and was studying the developing world and politics of the developing world, and all these things came together and kind of melded into what became the film Splinters. It was really, it's interesting. I draw a lot of my inspiration from music and from my experiences, and less so than I didn't reference a whole lot of films, but I put myself in a position where I could have an experience, and my goal was to present an audience with an intimate view into this world, which was effectively my relationships with the people who became the characters in the film.
So you stayed there for 9 months?
I did. I lived in Bonema Village in Papua New Guinea for 9 months, and for 6 of the 9 months I was shooting by myself. A big part of the process was being present in the village and being aware of everything that was happening at the time. So a critical component of that was learning the language. So I learned Melanesian Pidgin English, which is a language that people speak who are from different provinces. If you live in Carpinteria and I live in Goleta, we'd actually speak different languages. But yeah, it's that diverse. Papua New Guinea has 800 native dialects, and so I learned the overarching language that allows people to communicate with one another, and that was a really critical part of the filmmaking process, because it allowed me to form relationships, which then blossomed into the dramatic parts. It was a really beautiful thing. I lived in there's a character in the film named Steve, and I lived in his home with his family, and it's Bonema Village it's very Edenic. It's gorgeous. There are these lush, verdant, tropical forests that go right up into the ocean, and I lived in this with no running water power. And that was my home, and days usually started off with a surfing session, and I would go and shoot, and then close it with some surf, and it was a really beautiful thing. It was tough to leave, but at the same time, the place is really complicated, and it's not all tropical paradise. There's some darker elements to it, and that was something that was this interesting process for me, was to reconcile those two things, the beauty and also the darker side of this village. Yeah, it's not only sharing it with friends and family, but sharing the creation that a lot of people from the community made. So that's been really special for me too.